In the cooperative dice placement game Sky Team, two players attempt to safely land an airliner together. After players roll their dice in secret, they take turns assigning the results to various color and number-coded aircraft functions. At the start of the turn, the pilot and co-pilot can speak in general strategic terms to one another, but after that they must remain silent for the rest of the round. Dice placed here allow you to clear air traffic based on the distance rolled. If the plane moves into a space that's still occupied by another aircraft, well, that's game over, flyboy. There are 4 spots on the control panel that have to be filled up before the last die is placed, including the aircraft's roll. Players are encouraged to place identical numbers here. If not, the plane will tilt towards the higher number according to the difference. If it flips over, you're going to be cooked like an in-flight meatloaf. The total between the mandatory engine dice determines the plane's movement towards the runway. If the sum is less than the current setting of the blue aerodynamics marker, it doesn't move at all. If it's between the blue and orange markers, the plane moves 1 space, and if it's higher, she's coming in hot with 2 moves. As if that wasn't enough to juggle, all the landing gear and flap switches have to be turned on before the aircraft touches down. To do this, simply assign a die of the required color and number, and then advance the appropriate aerodynamics marker. These pilot-exclusive spots let you prime the aircraft's brakes. If your speed is less than the current brake value when the plane touches down, that's a textbook landing. If not, well, get ready to make an impromptu extension on the runway. To mitigate bad luck, you can spend dice to brew coffee, which, when guzzled, lets you dial a dice up or down by 1 pip. Periodic rerolls can also aid your efforts. After all the dice have been assigned, drop the 6-round altitude track, move the aircraft if applicable, collect your dice, and re-roll for the next round. Note that who starts in the next round first alternates between pilot and then co-pilot. If you time your landing perfectly and brake enough to stay on the runway, you've earned the applause of your terrified but grateful passengers. Well done. Sky Team is another welcome example of industry professionals and game designers working in tandem to create a truly memorable experience. Despite the abstractions of the game's mechanics, this one really feels like you're working in tandem to land an airplane. For the price tag, Sky Team is also an incredible value. Not only are the components amazing, but there are a slew of options to keep the game frosty. Different airports will challenge you, and rules for random air traffic, required turns, fuel management, in-turn training, wind gusts, and icy runways ramp up the realism. True masochists can even play the game in real time. Because of its perfect marriage between theme and mechanics, Sky Team scores a perfect 6 pips out of 6. Thanks for watching. Remember to always keep your nose up and your tail clean. And game on.